Oh, girl, I am feeling this look. Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. It's Vanessa here, and I am back to give you a classic glam tutorial just for the fall, just because it's about time to start going to those, you know, fall holiday parties and you want to look glamorous. Now with this look, I've used a few new palettes, so stay tuned for those. And yeah, get into these eyes, get into this bob, get into this print, because this is in right now, as well as red lips. I'm so happy they're back, aren't you? So yeah, let me stop rambling and let's just go ahead and get started with this. Get ready with me. So grab your makeup brushes and let's get started. Alright you guys, so all I have on is my brows. I'm going to go ahead and prime. I'm going to use my Tarte Clean Slate Primer. I'm going to use that all over, and a little goes a long way. Alright, the brows are almost done, so we're going to set them with some brow gel. And I just like to use the e.l.f. brow gel. It's like a few dollars. I just use that to kind of comb through my brows, comb in an upward direction so they look more natural. But of course, I like to add little hairs, but we'll do that later. For foundation, I'm going to use my CoverFX Natural Oil-Free Foundation, and this is in the shade N70. I haven't used this baby in a while, but I ran out of my NARS, so I'm just trying new things. The NARS Sheer Glow Foundation is probably my favorite. I just love the way it sits on my skin. It just makes my skin look so beautiful. But I'm all out, so this foundation will have to do. And I'm just blending it out with a sponge because this foundation is really full coverage. I use both the brush and the sponge because it just makes it look better to me. It's like you have to use multiple things to get the blend you want to get. I'm going to take some of my MAC Studio Fix and we're going to add just a tad bit more foundation. Just a little, not a lot. And a dense brush will do. For me, I just like to use this e.l.f. brush, and I kind of use this to go into the skin. You don't want to apply a million layers of foundation because the idea here is to not look cakey. We're already going to be using a lot of products, so we just want to make sure we still look flawless in the event. Love this shirt. Don't you guys feel like cheetah print is so in right now? Cheetah, leopard, zebra, snakeskin. I love it all, y'all. So here for it. My favorite place to shop right now is ASOS because they have a tall section and their clothes actually fit me. I am about 5'9". I weigh about 189 to 190 most days. And so I just love the way their clothes fit. So if you are a little on the plus side, I suggest you use ASOS because they have a huge selection of clothes to me. For concealer, I'm going to use two. The first concealer I'm going to use is the MAC 24-Hour Concealer, and this is in the shade NC 43. I'm going to use that just to conceal. It does remind me of the Born This Way concealer, just because it's really, really hydrating. I don't want to take it up on the forehead too much, but yeah, it's really flawless. I love it, but I always have to, of course, use my NARS Creamy Radiant just because NARS is like the best to me. But both of these are very hydrating. The NARS one just has a little bit more coverage. Bring it up here, conceal the darkness. And I also apply it as a base on the lids. Reason being is because I really want to brighten up my eyes before I put any makeup on. And then I'm just going to take that same sponge that I used to blend out the foundation. And you guys have seen these steps a million times, so I'm just going to blend this out. So it's a school night, y'all. Work is tomorrow. And I was just laying down in my bed and I was just like, I can get up and record. I can get up and record, especially when I have a different hairstyle. It just motivates me to record. I got tired of my short hair, y'all. I'm gonna bring it back next week. I just need like a week break from it, just so my hair can just strengthen back up. You know, sometimes when you have short hair, it can get pretty weak, especially if you're curling it and washing it often. And I'm that girl because my short hair cannot be looking all ugly and crusty. So I kind of tend to do it a lot. I'm going to add some Tarte Shapetape. I know I use this a lot, but this is like one of my favorite concealers, you guys. It just, I don't think there's anything better than the concealer from Shapetape, from Tarte. That concealer from Tarte is just so freaking good. Yes, see how pretty that is? It just like took me up a notch. And I like to kind of put it on my lips just to brighten me up. All right, y'all, let's powder it down. Sephora Microsmooth powder. And I'm going to take the same brush I use for foundation. This is in the shade Tan. It reminds me of MAC's Mineralize. It's literally the same product to me, the MAC Mineralize powder. But this one is their Micro Smooth powder. I feel like it's a little bit better, but I've been using it for so long. You know how you just want to try new things? So if it's not broke, why fix it? So I'm just using this and I'm kind of putting it on in patting motions. All right, y'all. To bake, I'm going to, of course, use my Mercier translucent. I'll just put it on this Morphe sponge. I really like it because it's really precise. And I'm just going to set my under eyes with that. Don't be afraid of dry eyes because the Mercier powder is really good. Right? If it's not broke, I fix it. And I'm just bringing it up on the nose because I've noticed lately when I'm doing this to my nose, it makes it look really sharp without having to go in with the contour powders as heavy. And I just kind of take that up. I also place it on the lid so that when I apply my foundation, it's really pretty. And this sponge is not wet. You know you're supposed to wet it. It just works for me this way. I don't know if this palette has fallout, so I'm just applying a little bit more powder under the eyes, leaving it there. I'm also going to leave my nose contour, but in the meantime, we're going to be using this baby. And this is the DesixKaty Friencation palette. It's so gorgeous. Lord, it's gorgeous. So I've already played in it here, as you guys can see. I'm going to take, what color is that? I'm so bad at this. Necessary, which is this shade in the middle. Right? Yeah. I'm going to take Necessary, and I'm going to just place that all over the lid. It feels super buttery. All right. So then I'm going to take this shade called Churro here, and I'm going to tap out that excess. And I want to just put this all over the lid, just like a wash of color, because I'm not going to do too much on the eyes. This is really just about testing out the shadows, and so far they're super duper creamy. And I'm guessing because this palette is $55, you better get some good pigmentation out of it. And this was a splurge for me just because I am a beauty on a budget type of girl, as you guys know. But some things you have to spend your money on, and I really love Desi and Katy. And I just knew their collection would be amazing because the last launch was pretty good. So I'm using that. And I feel like I don't even have to blend that much. And it's already giving me a lot of pigmentation. Lift my eyes and blend away because I'm going to take Cheens. Cheens is this brown shade here. You guys are probably tired of me doing brown, but I don't know, I just want to show you guys how I'll use the palette on a daily basis. So I'm going to take that color and I'm really going to focus it on the lid. There is a little bit of fallout, but I feel like this fallout is quite normal. But the pigmentation is very strong. Like I don't even have to dig in the palette and look at all that color on my lid. The only thing that I wish this palette might have had was a black shade. Now that that's in, I'm going to just use my favorite blending brush just to kind of go over those edges and kind of give it in. For me, I feel like throwing browns into the crease, and this is like a cool tone brown, Throwing browns in the crease just lays the foundation for any color on the lid. And because I want to keep this look really pretty and smoky, so I'm going to pick up the shade. It's called Basic, and it's this really light tone, and I'm going to use this on the brow bone just to make this look super, super dramatic. Anytime you add highlight to the brow bone, you're intensifying the look. I don't care what anybody says. So I'm really loving the transitional shades. I feel like they're super duper cool tone, and that's different from what I'm usually used to. I'm usually used to seeing palettes that are super duper warm. So this is the Jaclyn Hill palette. As you guys can see, it's ran down to the ground, but it has a really dark shade that I really, really like at the end here. So I'm gonna just take that and tap it on the outside of my lid right here for what I'm about to do, because I really want my eyes to be super duper dramatic. So I noticed the difference between the Morphe palette and the DesixKaty. The DesixKaty didn't really have that much fallout. With this, honey, it's falling all over the place. But we have our translucent powder there at the bottom, so that it will, you know, not be as bad. You can, of course, like, leave your eyes like this, but I want to try a different palette. So for my lids, I'm going to prep them with the NYX Multitasker. So if concealer is like really difficult for you to like put on the eyes, try this Multitasker. I'm telling you, you'll love it. You'll thank me. You'll thank me. I'll leave it in the description. So what I'm doing is just carving out the lids with this. The only thing I don't like about this is you literally have to wait for it to dry before you can even think about applying any shadow. So I like to just keep the eyes down. And I'm going to be using the Juvia's Place Warrior palette, and it just had some beautiful shades in it that like I would rock. Like seriously, look at these shades. Baby, you can't tell me that these shades ain't fire. Look at those colors. Aren't they gorgeous? So I'm gonna take this middle shade. It's called Moremi. Wow, the pigmentation is already there. Y'all see that? Look at these eyes. So far, so good. I'm loving this color. So, and this palette was only 20 bucks, and I promise you, it's so worth it. I think it's more pigmented than the DesixKaty collection, but Juvia's Place is like unmatched in in pigmentation. I'm not going to take away from the eyes. I'm just going to go in with this shade here, and it's called Mino, and I'm going to just take that on the outer corner just to kind of add a little bit more dimension and to blend out the corners. Oh, the pigmentation is like, it's sick. So the key to any eyeshadow look is really just your brushes. If you have a really good blending brush, a really good flat brush, you should be all set. I really like to keep using the same brushes because I just don't like to use a whole bunch of different brushes unless I'm trying to do something over the top. But this, honey, is so stunning. I'm just going to go back in the shade, this palette here, and I'm going to take Girl Bye. Yeah, Girl Bye. And I'm just going to go a little bit into the eyes just to add a little bit more red, of a reddish tone. And the reason why I'm doing that is just to, you know, really get those eyes to pop. So then I'm going to take my Maybelline Eye Studio, and I'm going to use this on my lower lash line. Adding black liner just makes it look more dramatic than it already is. I'm just using this pencil brush to kind of smoke it out. I'm going to set that black shadow with this shade again called Mino, which is a really pretty cool tone brown, which I love. I'm also taking Churro from the DesixKaty palette, and I'm just kind of adding that brown to really smoke it out. Last thing I'm going to do is add some more Girl Bye, that red tone, and just really smoke it out. So layering here is super duper important. And don't worry about any fallout. That's why we're still sitting here with this bake on. Loving it. Now I'm going to just dust away some of that bake. And any brush will do. And I really go light. When you brush off the fallout, make sure you're brushing super duper light, because you don't want to mess up, you know, your foundation. I'm gonna bronze with my usual black Radiance. Oh my god, I have like black on me. I'm telling you, when I do my makeup, I'm so messy. Who else is messy? So I'm going to take this, and this is in the shade Cafe, and I really use this to really bring some color back into the skin. To use my CoverGirl Queen in Ebony Bronze. This is just like a really nice bronzer, especially if you have darker skin. Take that on the forehead. This is really like the forehead changer. Alright guys, so my camera died, and while it died, I just went ahead and put on some lashes, and I went ahead and added some mascara to the lower lash line to complete the look. So I know before I was looking really crazy, but you know, once you add the lashes, it just makes the look so gorgeous. So I'm just going to continue on. I'm going to go back in with this palette, and I'm going to pick up Kano, which is this shade here, and it was so pretty as a blush the other day. I'm going to use it again. And I'm just adding it to the cheeks. One thing I like about the Juvia's Place palettes is they have multiple uses. We can do blushes, we can use them as eyeshadow palettes, we can use them as highlighters. And that's exactly what I'm doing today. I'm going to take Telling Glow by MAC, which is like one of my favorite blushes anyway. And I'm going to use it on my cheeks, just to give it that soft touch. And because I use the Desi collection, I'm going to go ahead with Mirame, which is the highlighter from the Dose of Colors launch. And whoa, I wasn't ready. I'm just taking this fan brush, which is by Moremi, by the way. It's from one of their face brushes collections, and it's really pretty. Just to take that up, I kind of like brush it over the brows just so I can give my brows a little glow to them, but ooh! Now I like to take some highlighter on the cheeks, and the reason why is because that's where light hits me. My chin, nose, bridge of the nose, a little bit on the head. Only because, you know, that's where highlight go. I think I'm just set with Fix Plus. That's running out. And fan away. You want to fan until it's dry. And that's when I'll go check my phone. What's this? I'm just texting you to say, have a good week. Just remember always think good vibes, love you. I have the best siblings ever. My little brother, he's on YouTube. He just wrote me and just told me to have a great week. Like, it's amazing because I'm a teacher. When you have kids who are genuinely good people, it's hard to come by, trust me, I know. And I'm gonna add some more of that highlighter because I'm crazy like that. Because I have on cheetah, leopard, whatever you want to call this, I'm going to go ahead and add a red lip. And this is the Too Faced Lady Balls red, and it's their Melted Mattes. So pretty. And I've had this red like forever, but it's so freaking bomb. I just keep using it. Look at that. Hey girl. Alright y'all, let me go get this hair together real quick and give myself some more sprays of setting spray, and I'll be right back to talk to y'all. As soon as I threw on this red lip, I'm instant smiles. I just feel like I'm so gorgeous right now. Like, it just took my look to the next level. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below if you'll be wearing your red lip with me, because this is giving me all the feels. Hey, the fall and winter months are coming. Red lips are in, so bring them back. You feel me? Bring them back with the, you know, leopard vibes I got going on. I'm loving it. But yeah, y'all, that's about wraps up the end of this video. Thank you for getting all the way here with me and trying out new products. Don't forget to thumbs up this video already. And if you haven't joined the Vanessa Monet family, what are you waiting for? Click that subscribe button. And if you aren't getting my uploads, make sure you hit that notification bell so that you never, ever, ever miss an upload from me. But yeah, y'all, I love y'all, and I'll see you all in my next one. Bye. Bye. Hey.